Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
What are you talking about? What other woman?
This is typical. This is typical of your father. I mean, I can just imagine what he said. She had an affair when you were only 4.
That's not what he said at all. Look, just calm down.
Why should I calm down? He wanted to know the truth, so I told him the truth. Look at him now. All he's doing, just telling the half-truth.
Well, suppose you tell me the way that it really was.
What's the point, anyway? I can tell you, for the first time, I'm glad your father and I are separated. This marriage is finished. It's over, Shane.
Okay, it's over. Now, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you just quietly and calmly tell me your side of the story.
What difference will it make, anyway?
Well, if I knew what really caused the breakup, I wouldn't start taking sides.
No, I don't want you to take sides. Okay, what do you want to know?
Well, let's start with the other woman. Who was she?
Oh, she worked at the pub. I suppose he told you about that dress he objected to.
And that you refused to go to the dinner with him and that he went to the hotel and got really drunk, yeah?
Yes, I mean, he drank a lot in these days. But he always came back home at night. I went over there in the morning. The publican said that he was upstairs, sleeping it off. I insisted to go into the room, and he said he had a woman with him, and I'd be only embarrassed. So I went home, packed a few things, and took you over to Helen Danier's. She was the best friend I had. She agreed to take care about you, so I can get time to get away for a while.
Did you see the other woman?
No.
Are you sure there was one?
Oh, yes, I mean, he admitted it later. But it wasn't only the other woman, Shane. He was always jealous. And he didn't have reason to be. He was the only man I'd ever known.
Where did you go when you went away?
I found this little guest house in the country. It was very quiet there, only a few people. And it seemed ideal place for me to think about myself, your father, future. There was this little cheerful woman, Mrs. Lee, who ran the place. I remember the dining room. The people staying there would smile and nod when you walked in, and Mrs. Lee would appear with the menu. She never asked why I was staying there, but she seemed to understand that I had a problem. And then Tim Duncan arrived.
Someone in this room is sitting at my table. Mrs. Lee.
I don't believe it. Fancy seeing you again.
I travelled 30 miles out of my way to book in here, and what do I find? She's sitting at my table.
Please take no notice of this fool. It isn't his table at all.
It was when I was here last. But I don't mind you sharing with me. I'm Tim Duncan.
He was the happiest man I'd ever met.
Maria!
All the way through the meal, he was trying to find out
Maria!
why I'm staying there alone.
Maria!
The next morning, I went for the walk. I thought he'd be gone.
Maria!
Welcome to Sherwood Forest.
You're a fool.
And you are a very beautiful woman.
I doubt if there is another man quite like him. I mean, I was shy and unsure of myself before I met him. And he made me feel like a warm, passionate woman, someone to be loved and desired. 2 days later, he kissed me goodbye and said he will never forget me. And drove out of my life forever.
That's when you came back to Dad.
Yes, I phoned Helen, and she said Max was quite depressed these days and drinking a lot. So I picked you up and returned to Ramsay Street.
I don't believe you two. I mean, are you saying that it took over 16 years before you brought this out into the open?
Well, Max didn't mention it. I didn't mention it. And as time went on, it was much easier not to talk about it.
Oh, for you and the old man, maybe. But what about Danny? He's been the whipping boy for both of you all that time.
Well, you can't make me feel worse than I already do, Shane.
I'm sorry, Mum. Look, I'm glad that you told me. I really am. Well, it's just that I remember wondering why all those years. What was wrong between you? And why you treated Danny the way that he did.
Look, I don't want Danny to know what I just said.
I won't say anything. But one day he's going to have to be told. It wouldn't be right for him to go through the rest of his life not knowing the truth.
Come on, Scott, if you want to lift, you have to hurry.
Yeah, okay. You haven't seen my dictionary, have you?
No, what would I have your dictionary for? Oh, look at you. You're so slack with your books, dear. You're an untidy boy, aren't you, Scott?
Surely the last thing I want's a lecture from you.
Oh, look, I don't care what you want. It's what you need. Been like a bear with a sore head lately. Come on, please, or I'll be late.
Forget the lift, okay? I'll walk.
Oh, right.
Jules, are you going to give me a lift or what?
Well, I was waiting for old Grizzly Guts here, but he's obviously changed his mind.
Hey, do you know Shane's back?
Oh, is he? What's he back for?
I don't know. Something going on next door, though. I went in there and he hardly spoke and his mum looks like death warmed up. Cut the air with a knife in there.
Oh, look. I feel so sorry for that family. Don't you? All those years we've known and then everything goes wrong. That gets me, that. Danny didn't say anything to you, did he, Scott?
I thought you were in such a hurry to get to work.
Can I have the car keys, please, Paul?
I gave them back to you, remember?
Oh, so you did.
It's not like you to make mistakes. Only slack people forget things like car keys.
All right, Scott.
Okay, where's my school bag?
Look, here it is. Come on.
Well, come on, or I'll be late.
Oh, all right.
Come on, or we'll be late.
Now stop it, Cleo. Cleo,
Who's a ticklish boy, then?
Yeah, will you stop it? We'll be late. And stop tickling.
Oh, you'll be lucky. Oh, Daphne, you must think we're really awful making all this noise.
Oh, no, go right ahead. You're only young once, Grandpa.
Daphne is right. You're only as young as you feel, and at the moment I feel about 19, so you be careful. You watch out.
Hey, you know we're going round the world together.
Oh, good. When?
As soon as we win the raffle. Harry bought us both a ticket. The lucky last one in the book, and it's drawn today.
You sure you won't come to lunch with us?
Oh, no, Grandpa. You go ahead and enjoy yourselves.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Shane, I didn't know you were back. Grandpa, this is Shane Ramsay.
Nice to meet you, Shane. Hi. Harry. This is this is Cleo.
Oh, hi, Shane.
Hi.
Shane Ramsay. Hey, I remember you. You're a high diver.
You what?
A diving champion. I watched him last year. Fantastic. Oh, hell, you had that accident.
Oh, yeah, but it's okay now.
Well, isn't that great? You get right back up there and show 'em, boy.
I will, Cleo, I will.
Oh, come on, Harry. Let's leave Shane and Daphne to get on with it.
Okay, good luck, Shane. Bye, Daph.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you know this restaurant is the best one
You've been there?
find in the whole
Your
city.
grandfather?
That's a long story. So, when did you get back?
This morning.
Oh, good. Is something wrong?
No, I guess not. I just came back to see Mum, that sort of thing.
Oh.
I found something out in the last few days. People don't, communicate enough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I just wanted to tell you that, well, you're one of my favourite people.
And you're one of mine.
Good. I'll see you when I get back then.
Sure. Shane, you don't say very much, but I like the way you communicate.
Have you seen Daphne?
Yeah.
I made you some sandwiches.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
When are you back?
I don't know yet. I've half promised a couple of girls I'll go up the coast with them.
Oh, it's Denny's birthday next week.
Oh, gee, I forgot. Look, don't worry. If I decide to go up the coast, I'll call him first, OK?
Okay.
Thanks again for telling me, Mum. I just wish that you and Dad might be able to get back together, that's all.
It won't happen.
I'll see you. Bye.
Here, that's all I could get. I'm sorry.
I'm the one who should keep saying sorry, Scott. Anyway, I've done a lot of thinking. Brad's got those people to take the baby.
Has that
and-
creep been around here again?
Oh, he's really okay, Scott. Just a bit wild.
He's a moron, Kim. That baby's as much his as it is yours, and he wants to sell it.
Okay, what's the alternative? You said yourself I couldn't bring up a kid in the squats. Or a room like this. Anyway, it's no big deal these days, handing over a kid for money.
Oh, you think so, do you?
You should talk to Josie. I'm going up to see her this afternoon. She's in labour.
And she'll hand over the baby just like that.
That's right. She says it's a piece of cake.
Look, I think I've done all I can for you, Kim. I think what you're doing is wrong, and you can count me out.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think you know exactly what you're doing with Brad and Josie and the people that want to buy your baby, and you don't need me anymore.
I do, Scott.
Yeah, well, if you do, you know where I live.
Josie. What? You've got a visitor.
I don't want visitors.
It's me, Josie, Kim.
Hi.
What happened?
She'll be all right. Don't stay too long, though.
You've had the baby.
Of course I've had the baby. What's it look like?
Sorry. I didn't bring flowers. I know you like chocolate.
Look, just do me a favour, will you? Go away.
You said you wanted me to come up.
I did. That was before I had it.
Josie, did it die?
No, she's beautiful.
Hey, what's wrong? Please tell me.
I can't let Brad take her away from me. She's the cutest little thing. You should see her, Kim. I don't want the rotten money. I just want to keep my little girl. Shouldn't have let me hold her in my arms. Don't let Brad do this to you, Kim.
Yellow?
Is Scott there, please?
No, he's not home at the moment.
Oh, look, are you sure he's not there?
Yeah, sure, I'm sure. Is that you, Kim?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Paul. We met at the squat, remember?
Yeah, look, I need to talk to Scott, Paul.
Kim, if it's about the money, Scott can't do it for you anymore.
It isn't money. Look, please ask him to come and see me.
Okay, I'll tell him as soon as he comes in.
Hi.
Hi, mate. So that was Kim on the phone.
Kim?
Yeah.
What's she doing phoning here?
Don't know. She sounded pretty upset, though.
Yeah. Well, look, I told her this morning I'd had enough. She only wants me for money anyway.
Oh, hang on. She said it wasn't the money.
Yeah, well, I don't need all that hassle. It's not my baby she's having. She's only been in trouble ever since I took her out. I don't want to know about her anymore, Paul.
Yeah. She got herself into this mess, she can get herself out. She'll probably end up a junkie or something, but hey, it's not your responsibility. I mean, you helped her out. For a little while.
Sometimes you're not as funny as you think you are, you know that?
Hey. Just calm down, will you? Look, I know you're not like that. But I also know damn well you couldn't live with yourself if you dumped her now.
I'm just out of my depth, that's all.
Come on, get changed, mate. We'll go over and see if we can get her sorted out between us.
Scott,
What's he doing here?
I've told him what you're up to.
Scott, you had no right.
Oh, shut up, would you? If it wasn't for Paul, I wouldn't have come back here. Now let's have it. What is it this time?
I can't go through with it. Now, enough of that. Stop it, you hear me? Look, I've done just about everything a girl can do for you. So you just relax. That's it. And I'll be back soon to tickle your tummy again. Oh, Des, you almost scared me to death.
Yeah? Well, I got a bit of a shock myself. Who's in there?
Oh, what do you mean, who's in there?
The guy you're tickling.
Oh, him. You want to meet him? Hold on a tick. Tickling is the only thing that'll shut him up. He's just about driven me up the wall all afternoon. I'm going to have to speak to Grandad about him.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm home early. I ran into Grandad. He tried to hold me up at the bank.
How'd you what? What, robbed the bank?
Not the bank, me. He turned up with Cleo and pitched some hard luck story. It cost me $30 to get rid of him. I know he's your grandfather, but God, I mean, it's not just the money. He makes me feel old. I've never seen somebody with so much energy.
Oh, shut up, Squawker.
Just like a watchdog, just like a watchdog.
How does he know you're back?
He knows. Ah, Daphne and my old mate Des.
Just wait till you hear what happened today. Tell him, Harry.
You know that raffle ticket we bought for the world trip?
You won?
No, not the world trip. But we got to this restaurant, there was a bloke there with a camera, took our pictures, and then all the customers jumped up, and then the manager rushed up to us.
With a bottle of French champagne.
Yeah, and he told me, he said, you are our 10,000th couple.
We just had the most fantastic free lunch.
Free lunch? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but that's not the best part. The best part is that we've won a free trip for two to the Gold Coast. We leave tonight.
I'll say this for you, Harry. When you move, you certainly move fast.
Why not? Well, goodbye, my lovely granddaughter. Mwah. I'll bring you back something nice.
Oh, you'll be back then?
Oh, you can bet your life. And you, Des, I'm trusting you to look after dear old Squawker.
And I'll look after good old Harry for both of you. Bye-bye. Hey, now the first thing I'm going to do is buy myself a new swimsuit.
Yeah, bikini.
Oh, we can have such a good time.
He said he'd be back.
I heard.
I don't like this.
Paul knows what he's doing. You ask for our help, so do it our way.
Okay, what's all the panic?
Come in.
What's this? Tell him, Kim.
Butt out of my life, Brad. I'm not selling the baby.
You told them about it.
Yeah.
So she's got two witnesses. Nothing would make me happier than to see you in the slammer, mate. So just leave her alone.
We'll see about that.
Yeah? I mean it. You so much as look at her again and I'll have you up on every charge from carnal knowledge to this baby racket.
Hey, hold on. She's not giving you some bull about it being my kid, is she?
You can explain all of that in court. And that's exactly where you'll end up if you so much as look at her again. Now get out. I said get out.
Thanks.
It's up to you now, Kim. If he comes near you again, just go straight to the police and tell them everything.
And what are they going to do to me? Look at the mess I'm in.
We tried to get her to talk to her parents.
They just wouldn't understand. Oh, Scott, you saw the way my mother carried on just because I went out with you.
You've got to get some advice from someone. Will you go along with any arrangements I make?
No.
Oh, make up your mind. Either you will or you won't. You can't go yelling to Scott every time things get worse, Kim.
Okay. I'll go along with anything you suggest.
Good. I'll make an appointment.
What for?
For some counselling. God knows you need it.